I am going to be talking about how to stay healthy, and I've actually been on a bit of a tour I'm talking about the blood sugar diet, which I'll also mention. Now, curiously, I was in Brisbane a couple of days ago, and I was flying back, and this is what we're offered for breakfast. And if you look at that, what's really curious about it is sort of healthy breakfast, allegedly. You look at the yogurt, and I had a look at the back. That is low fat, it is low gluten, and of course it is high sugar. There is about the equivalent of 4 teaspoons of sugar in it. Cranberries, you're thinking those are healthy. Actually, they've covered them with sugar as well, and there's the equivalent of 6 teaspoons of sugar on that. The granola, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and the orange juice, around 9 teaspoons of sugar. That's just normal orange juice, but it's natural sugar, but it's still sugar. So that little box of goodies from Qantas is 20 teaspoons of sugar, which is around half a kilo of sugar a week, or 26 kilos of sugar a year, should you fancy travelling on Qantas every morning of the week. So what do we think about this one? Eating breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Surely true. True, false? We're going true? False. It is false. American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 309 participants. What they did is they got skippers and regular breakfast eaters, and they asked them to swap habits for 4 months. And lo and behold, the people who skipped it and who began eating, they lost 0.75 kilos, pretty good. Except the other way around was pretty well, exactly the same. It turns out the eat breakfast, and breakfast is the most important meal of the day, is mainly a slogan of the cereal companies. I got interested in diabetes and type 2 diabetes because in 2012 I discovered I was a type 2 diabetic. And I'd been on low-fat diets, all sorts of things, none of them ever worked. My dad died of type 2 diabetes-related illnesses, so went to see my GP. She said, go on low-fat diet, I said, and start medication. I said, no, thank you. And I got hold of a whole bunch of our researchers, and they went off and they found out about intermittent fasting. So this was kind of inspired as well. That's my guts. Well, that's a scan. That white stuff is fat, because I was what's called a toffee, thin on the outside, fat inside. And it's really the fat that's kind of lining my liver and my pancreas that's causing the problems. And here's Dr. Krista Varady, who's one of my experts I went to see. She does research into what's called alternate day fasting, where basically you cut your calories every other day by about a quarter. So that's around 500 or 600 calories every other day. I tried it and I found it quite tricky, so I went for 2 days a week, Mondays and Thursdays, and this is my thing. The 5-2 fast diet, 600 calories twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays.